Well, the qualifying heat races here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Heat race number 1 of 2 coming your way for the Lems Auto Recyclers Sportsman class. Kicking things off here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Top 3 from this heat race will make the redraw. Top 3 from the heat races to the redraw tonight. Lems Auto Recyclers Sportsman class kicking it off tonight under green flag. Sneaklaw starting up front off to the early race lead with Brian Crone attacking on the bottom. Neil Kroll right behind Sneaklaw. Dan right behind Crone as they make their way into turn number 3, bottom side of 3 and 4. Brian Crone to the early race advantage, coming off of 4 with the race lead on lap number 1. Brian Crone followed by Sneaklaw, Dan, Kroll, and Boovie. Heat race number 1 of 2 for the Lems Auto Recyclers Sportsman class here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Valley Excavating, Zomer Companies bringing you the racing action. They've got that VIP booth packed over there in turn number 1 tonight. Great night to be in the VIP booth, the climate control VIP booth. As we complete lap number 2, heat race number 1 up 2 for the Sportsman class as Neil Kroll off the track in that third and final transfer spot to the redraw. He'll fade back to 5th as Dan and Boovie advance up a position. And Travis Dan in that third and final transfer spot for the redraw. Brandon Boovie putting him under attack. Boovie looking to the inside of Dan Boovie in the white 17, Dan in the white 42. They're side by side for third position as Brian Crone is checked out from the pack at the front of the field. Schneekloth holding his own, started on the front row, currently in second spot as Dan sails up the track off the exit of turn number 3, but rallies back off the exit of 4 down the front stretch. Travis Dan holding on to that third and final transfer spot into the redraw. Off the pace at the back of the pack, Chandler Myberg in that 22 machine. Myberg completing another lap. Brian Crone, your race leader. Schneekloth running in that second spot, a little squirrely up at the top side of turn 4 and off the track on the white flag. Schneekloth back on the racing surface, but he'll fade back to 5th. He was in second, back to 5th, and a tough break there for Schneekloth. Everybody gets through to the A, but only the top 3 hit the redraw. Your heat race winner coming off of 4, the 14 of Brian Crone.
Brian Crone running away with heat race number 1. Brandon Boovie jumps up into that runner-up spot. Travis Dan in 3rd. Neil Kroll grabs that 4th spot. Blake Sneaklaw falls all the way back to the top 5. And Chandler Myberg rounds out your field. And outside of her, out of Rock Rapids, the 57W of Wyatt Steenhoven. Inside of row number 3, out of George. He drives that number 57 car. That is Todd Steenhoven. 5 cars, 6 laps, top 3 redraw.
Well, Joel Viss, Nakia Betts on the inside of row 2 coming down from Slayton. Her old man could run an A-mod back in the day, the Wolfman, Aaron Betts.
Back in the day. He's
back
old
in the
now.
day, yeah.
Now
He can't do it no more, but back in the day he could. Green flag coming out. Heat race number 2 up 2 for the Lems Auto Recyclers Sportsman class. Tyler Bradley off to the early race lead. Wyatt Steenhoven looking to the outside. Look at that 57W like a ruptured duck down the back stretch, making his way off into turn number 3. Bradley will rally back on the bottom for the race lead as we come off of turn number 4 to complete lap number 1. Second and final heat race for the Lems Auto Recyclers Sportsman class here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Bradley and Steenhoven side by side for the race lead. Clausen in that 3rd spot. Todd Steenhoven running 4th, and Nakia Betts at the back of the pack. Second and final heat race for the Sportsman class presented by Lems Auto Recyclers. Tyler Bradley with the lead by a thin margin. Tyler Bradley with the race lead. Wyatt Steenhoven makes a pass off the exit of 2 and down the backstretch. The 57W of Wyatt Steenhoven to the race lead. Tyler Bradley rallying back on the bottom side. Bradley and Steenhoven side by side for another lap. It's Steenhoven by a nose at the stick. Wyatt Steenhoven, your race leader. Tyler Bradley running in 2nd spot. Caden Clausen in 3rd. Todd Steenhoven 4th. Nakia Betts, your 5 cars out on the racing surface. Second and final heat race for the Lems Auto Recyclers Sportsman class. Wyatt Steenhoven, your race leader. Steenhoven with the race lead. Tyler Bradley in second. Caden Clausen, Todd Steenhoven, and Nakia Betts in that 14C off the back of the pack, making her trip down from Slayton here this evening. Slayton raining out tonight. Jackson raining out tonight. We're the only show in town. White flag is out. Lems Auto Recycler Sportsman class, second and final heat race for the Sportsman here tonight. United States Modified Touring Series on deck for their heat races coming your way next. Coming to the checkered flag this time by the 57W of Wyatt Steenhoven, your heat race winner.
Well, Wyatt Steenhoven grabs heat race number 2 ahead of Tyler Bradley. Great battle between them. Caden Clausen comes home in that 3rd spot. Todd Steenhoven in 4th, and Nakia Betts comes home in your 5th spot. And outside of him, out of Columbus, Nebraska, the 64 of Anthony Roth. Inside of your 4th and final row, out of Sheldon, he drives the 77. It's Colton Caskey. And outside of him, out of Lansing, Kansas, the 7J of Jake Richards. J&L Storage and Sales, USRA Bmod Modifieds, 8 laps to distance. Top 5 cars make the A feature. Top 4 cars redraw.
All right, Joel, we had a little A-Mod madness earlier. We're ready for B-Mod madness here. Heat race number 1 of 3, the USRA B-Modifieds, presented by J&L up there in Flandreau, South Dakota. Green flag is out. Green flag in the air, and off to the early race lead, the 15 machine of Zach Elwald out of Hayfield, Minnesota. Elwald to the early race lead, the 1M of Camden Myers. Moving into that 2nd spot, Devin Schlumbum, your top 3 on the field. Anthony Roth right behind Schlumbum in that 4th position. Randy Van Veldhuizen, the 7J of Jake Richards. Richards working on Van Veldhuizen 4th position, and Richards will move into that 5th spot. Heat race number 1 of 3, the USRA B-Modifieds here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Roth sails up the track, and Richards working on Roth for 4th position. Jake Richards in that bright-colored 7J machine joining us out of Lansing, Kansas here tonight. Richards running in that 5th position at the front of the pack from Hayfield, Minnesota, the 15 of Zach Elwald. Elwald, the race leader, Camden Myers running the second. Kevin Schlumbum, Anthony Roth, your top 4. Nick Richards, Randy Van Veldhuizen, Caleb Motter, and Colton Caskey rounding out the field. Roth working on Schlumbum for 3rd position. Roth down low in the yellow 64. Take that 3rd spot away from Devin Schlumbum. Schlumbum back to 4th in the white 00. Zach Elwald, your race leader out of Hayfield, Minnesota in the black 15 machine. The white and green 1M of Camden Myers running in 2nd spot. Followed by Roth, Schlumbum, and Richards, your top 5. USRA B-Modifieds, 24 B-Mods in the house here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Valley Excavating and Zomer Companies bringing you the racing action. Anthony Roth looking for 2nd spot to the inside of Camden Myers. Myers holding him down. Camden Myers in the 1M. He wants a piece of the lead. Myers working that low line in the 1M. Anthony Roth sails up on the exit of turn number 2. That will allow Schlumbum to gain a little ground from that 4th spot. Jake Richards working to the inside of Devin Schlumbum. They're battling it out for 4th as the white flag comes out. White flag out, final circuit around the Speedway for heat race number 1 of 3. J&L Service and Storage of Flandreau, South Dakota. USRA B-Mods heat race winner, the 15 of Zach Elwald.
Zach Elwade grabbing the heat race number 1. Camden Myers in 2nd. Anthony Roth hangs on for the top 3. Devin Schlumbum into the redraw, and Jake Richards will make the A feature. And outside of him, out of Little Rock, the A13X of Alex Wiertzma. Inside of your 4th and final row, out of Matlock, he drives the 20S. It's Jason Stegeman. And outside of him, out of Mitchell, the 80 of Dustin Johnson. 50-50 tickets, still time to grab them before intermission. Get your 50-50 tickets, just $1. The more you buy, the more you win.
Heat race number 2 of 3, the USRA Bmods under green. Kevin Joe Wakeham, your early race leader with the 7C of Cole Christensen working for the race lead. Looking underneath Joe Wakeham as we come down to complete lap number 1. It's Kevin Joe Wakeham, your race leader. Joe Wakeham and Christensen running 1 and 2. Derek Van Veldhuizen in that 3rd spot. The 21T of Trevor Tesch running in 4th position. Dave Kennedy, Alex Wiertzma, followed by the 20S of Jason Stegeman, and at the back of the pack, the 80 of Dustin Johnson. Race number 2 of 3. Here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Christensen looking for the race lead. Joe Wakeham slams the door. Kevin Joe Wakeham in the 27 with the race lead as we exit turn number 3 through the middle of 3 and 4 into 4 and off of 4. Kevin Joe Wakeham and Cole Christensen running 1 and 2. Stegeman up high off the track on the outside of turn 4. He'll move to the back of the pack. Joe Wakeham, Christensen, Van Veldhuizen, Tesch, Kennedy, Wiertzma, Johnson, and Stegeman, your field. Heat race number 2 of 3 for the USRA Modified, presented by J&L Service and Storage, Flandreau, South Dakota. Kevin Joe Wakeham, your race leader. Cole Christensen in that 2nd spot. Derek Van Veldhuizen, separation between the front 3 cars. Trevor Tesch in that 4th position. He's got Dave Kennedy and Alex Wiertzma in tow right behind him. And Veldhuizen putting up a challenge on the back of 7C of Cole Christensen. Derek Van Veldhuizen looking to challenge for that 2nd spot. 2 to go this time by Kevin Joe Wakeham, your race leader. Wakeham with the race lead. Christensen and Van Veldhuizen battling it out for that 2nd spot. You get Cole Christensen getting the run down the back stretch off into turn number 3. White flag coming out for your race leader, the 27 of Kevin Joe Wakeham. Wakeham, Christensen, Van Veldhuizen, Tesch, followed by Kennedy, Wiertzma, Johnson, and Stegeman. Final lap for race number 2 of 3 in the USRA Bmodifieds here tonight. Your heat race winner off of 4, the 27 of Kevin Joe Wakeham.
Kevin Joe Wakeham winning heat race number 2. Cole Christensen coming in 2nd. Derek Van Veldhuizen in 3rd. Trevor Tesch grabbing that final redraw position. And Dave Kennedy will join him in the A feature. And outside of him, last week's feature winner out of Cresco, Iowa, the 75 of Cole Sukow. Inside of row number 4 out of Dune, he drives the number 4 car. That is Jackson Mulder. And outside of him, out of Marshall, Minnesota, the 17 of Jaden Gannott. 8 laps of distance, top 5 are in, top 4 redraw. Final heat race, J&L Sales and Storage Bmods.
USRA Bmodifieds, Valley Excavating, Zomer Companies bringing you the racing action tonight in the Rapid Speedway. We're going green. Tyler Tesch in the 22T, your early race leader. It's a side-by-side situation for 2nd. It was, it's not no more. The 27M of Tyler Myers moving into that 2nd spot as the 52K of Trevor Kroc goes up and off the track toward the back of the pack. 3rd position, the last week's state feature winner, Cole Sukow out of Cresco, Iowa, running in that 3rd spot. Tracy Johnson rounding out your top 4. Right behind Johnson, the 18 of Corbin Erickson, the 4 of Jackson Mulder, as Johnson works on Sukow for that 3rd spot. Mulder away from Erickson. Erickson will battle back on the top side. Tesch and Myers running 1 and 2. Sukow in that 3rd spot. Johnson 4th, and Erickson your top 5 on the field. As the lead continues for Tyler Tesch. Sukow running in 3rd. Tracy Johnson 4th. Mulder and Erickson battling it out for 5th spot with Kroc and Gannott rounding out the field. Jackson Mulder to the inside of Corbin Erickson. Mulder will slide into that 5th position in that white flag. Jackson back to 6th, followed by Croc in 7th, and Gannat at the back of the pack. Tyler and Tyler, Tyler Tesh and Tyler Myers running 1 and 2, coming off of 4. Gold suit down running on that 3rd spot. Grayson Johnson in platform. Jackson Mulder in 5th. Corbin Erickson, Trevor Croc, Jaden Gannat. We'll get it right before the end of the night. Tyler and Tyler, 2 to go this time. Tyler Tesh, followed by Tyler Myers. Presco, Iowa, running in 3rd position. Tracy Johnson in 4th. Jackson Mulder, your top 5 on the field. 3rd and final heat race for the USRA B Modifieds. White flag is in the air. Tyler Tesh, your race leader. Tesh with the race lead. Tyler Myers in 2nd spot. The top 2 have separated themselves from the rest of the field. Cole Sukow running in that 3rd position. Checkers coming out this time around. Your heat race winner, it's the 22T of Tyler Tesh.
Tyler Tesh grabbing heat race number 3. Tyler Myers in 2nd position. Cole Sukow in 3rd. Tracy Johnson 4th. And Jackson Mulder grabs that 5th and final spot into the A main.